Hello.
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 Welcome back to the Patchogue-Medford Library Twitch and YouTube stream.
It's time. It's time that we talk about some serious business.
It is. So,
as everybody knows, when you turn on a machine, it makes a noise.
oh, this is the serious business you want to talk about.
Oh, what were you gonna?
I was gonna mention how this will unfortunately be our second to last stream.
I forgot about that.
Yeah. So next week is actually going to be the, at least for the foreseeable future, the last Twitch stream emanating from Studio E in the Patchogue-Medford Library.
Life circumstances have gotten in the way.
Life circumstances have gotten in the way. We need to get the space ready and open for patrons to use. May not, you know what? I don't want to say it's going to be the last stream ever. There might be like one-offs here and there. Maybe another plucky group of youngsters will start at the library and say, hey, we think we could make a Twitch stream work.
I think this is just like a tradition now. It just has to be like, we just got
a Twitch stream that runs for a year. Oh, funny thing I wanted to bring up about the Twitch stream. So the original library Twitch stream started in like 2017 and went for like a little less than a year, I think. To me, it's really funny that 2 iterations of a library Twitch stream have started and ended like over 8 years apart, and there's still no new GTA.
Yeah.
Or Elder Scrolls.
We were so close.
Yeah, we were close.
So the thing about the Elder Scrolls one is, I feel like if they do it, it's just going to be like a month out from release. Like, you're not going to hear any, and that's the thing about like that I get hope from Oblivion about. But with Rockstar, it's like they will tell you for years that we're not even close to getting this.
Yeah. What do you prefer?
I kind of like the not knowing, because then I have no expectations. Because if the problem is
I
line up with studios like CDPR or like Rockstar, where it's like, this game's going to come out in 6 months. Actually, we lied. It's going to come out in like a year. Actually, we lied. It's probably going to come out like in the beginning of next year. Actually, guys, this is really funny. It's not coming out this year at all, actually. Actually, we're probably not making it within the next 5 years.
Yeah.
And then COVID comes and just derails everything.
Yeah.
I think that Bethesda...
Yeah, but now like 5 years after that
owns
game
up to
came
this
out,
stuff.
it's like one of the best games I've ever played.
Which one?
Cyberpunk, like in terms of like CDPR.
Yeah, and I mean, that's nice, but like it would have been nice if it's just like 6 months out from release. It's like, hey,
can you move
about to
over
make
a
this
little
game.
bit towards me so that Jake can move over and actually be in frame? Sorry. I forgot about the mic.
That's my hang up right now.
Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Can I?
Is that good?
How's that?
You can move back over. Sorry. It's fine.
Should we just like move the mic a little? This mic.
You could probably make the mic go through here if you.
Do we swap mics?
If you.
No, because it would.
Oh, I think I'd say you'd have to take it off the back of the desk and move it.
Can I just like pop it out of this thing and just like hold it in front of my face?
You want to hold it?
If you want to.
We're not playing.
How many? Yeah, we're not playing for a little bit. We got stuff to talk about.
You got to unscrew it from like this whole thing. Well, hopefully that didn't sound like a nightmare on the stream.
Yeah, that. Oh boy. Oh no. A fuzzy phone.
I wonder why the stream's ending.
This is riveting content.
All right. So yeah, unfortunately, the stream will be coming to an end after next week. We should have Aiden back for the last stream next week, though, which will be nice. One last little get together with everyone.
That'd be pretty cool.
This week, though, we did realize it's been a long time since we did any sort of like ranking or competition thing. Like we used to do a lot of tier lists and stuff.
Oh boy.
So Spencer and I were brainstorming earlier today, and we were talking about like OSTs or like main title themes for games, and like making like a tier list or bracket or something for that.
Which, for the record, I think it's a great idea. I think it's too good of an idea, because I could talk about that for like, we could have a conversation about that for like 8 hours.
So if you want to have one last big debate thing on the stream, we can all, the other idea we can do is we all can pick a game that we want to make the case for as having the best OST, and we each get like 10 minutes to defend our point next week.
I got this in the bag. I'm sorry.
All right, I think can we just decide that like Undertale and Minecraft are off limits? Because I feel like those ones are just going to be.
You
like,
aren't going to take one of those?
Nope. I had like
Okay.
three
I'm fine
options
with
in
that.
my
I'm
head.
fine
because
with
I feel like
Undertale and
I feel like
Minecraft
that's
off
just like
limits.
too easy to defend.
Yeah. Also, no like rhythm games that are just compilations of music.
Yeah,
Like,
no
you
like
can't be like
soundtrack
Guitar Hero.
games. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Because you can't just pick an Aerosmith song.
So Guitar Hero Beatles Edition actually just has the best music.
What about Rock and Roll Racing, dude? That
Yeah.
one is just a compilation.
I'm not even
of
gonna
So
rock songs.
like, I
the
know
thing
what
is,
that
we
is.
have to
Sounds neat,
we
though.
do have to pick games because we can't all just accidentally show up with the same one. So,
I already
Jake,
have-
you seem like you really are.
I've two in the back of my head that I still have to decide between.
All right, what are they?
Okay, so one is I'm probably gonna go with Elden Ring,
That's fair. Okay.
and
yeah.
it's between that and Mario Galaxy.
Okay, Mario
both
Galaxy
solid,
was, yeah.
I'm probably gonna pick Mario Galaxy though.
I think I'm gonna
Spencer?
take Earthbound.
Okay.
Ooh, being friends. I like that sound.
Well, there are like a myriad of options that I could go with. That like Chrono Trigger is really sticking out to me
Banger.
right
Chrono
now.
Trigger's a banger.
I don't know if I want to go Chrono Trigger or Mario Kart 8.
Mario Kart 8's a really good one.
Mario
Like
Kart 8.
Mario
That's a solid
Kart 8, like you
contender.
were just saying before, it is literally just a jazz ensemble playing some of the best pieces they have made over the course of like 72 different tracks.
True, it is a jazz
Yeah.
ensemble.
But there isn't a huge variety in the music, which is why I think I'm going to go with Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger runs the gambit of like no
What did you just
sleeper pick. Well, Chrono Trigger is great. It's the music is more so great in the setting of the games. It sets the ambiance for the areas really well. I think a game that might be underappreciated by the youngins because it is early on in the golden wave of indie games. Fez.
I feel like I knew you were gonna say Fez. I've never played Fez.
Fez
not played
has
Fez.
incredible music.
really?
I'll make a case for Fez.
I'm
Is this
open
what
to
we're
it.
doing? Are we doing this next week?
Yeah, I can make a very convincing case for Earthbound.
All right.
I would hear you out. Like
I'll talk to Aiden.
very
We'll see
well
what he
for
has to
that.
say. But
because I
let's-
agree. Earthbound has
Maybe
a
we'll
really,
stick
really,
to.
really good-
I mean, there's a lot of great
gotta be
options
like
on the
10 minutes
table
or
right
less.
now.
Yeah, we also don't have to decide everything right now. Take a couple days, figure out what you want to do. We'll talk about it. Anyway,
be a crazy stream.
we got very sidetracked there. So
It's
during
exciting.
discussing this, Spencer came up with the brilliant idea of what if the bracket was just the startup sounds of consoles and like OSs. And I was like, that's a fantastic idea because we also now don't have to narrow down what games we're picking. Are we doing just main title
Yeah.
themes or iconic songs? Nope. Straight, like super simple. Just startup noises. I was like, that's great. Most of them are like literally 3 seconds long.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, well, we kind of got into an issue of like, how do you talk about like the best video game themes without talking about like the Wii Shop channel or like the Me channel or like
yeah.
any of that
Or
stuff.
like you said too, like when you think of like Final Fantasy VII, you're not thinking of like the main title of the game. You're probably thinking of like One Winged Angel.
Yeah.
Like there are themes, character themes, or area themes in a game that are more iconic than the main
Or
title
Sonic.
of the game.
Yeah, like the main title theme of Sonic is 15 seconds long and it's not
Right.
good.
And it's not Green Hill Zone.
No, it's
Like,
not Green Hill Zone,
yeah.
but that's the one that everyone thinks of when
Yeah.
they think of that game. So, yeah. Well, without further ado, Brian.
Yeah, let's get this
Take us
bracket
away.
started. All right.
All right.
So I just gotta switch over to this and get the bracket pulled up, and I will keep the links over here, and we'll pull the bracket up on this side. Okay.
You know what has a great soundtrack actually?
Tell me.
Dragon Ball Z Tenkaichi.
Sure
As
does.
a series.
Yeah.
Like just like the Japanese like
Yeah.
fusion metal. Is so good. It's such a great genre. Just like the heavy guitar with like the really fun like melodies. I love it.
That game's like worth a lot now, right?
Which one?
Tenkaichi, that's on the PlayStation.
Yeah, there's 3 of them.
Yeah, and it's
And then Sparking was
Sparking Zero.
the 4th one.
yeah. That series was gas. It just doesn't
lot of
really
fun.
have a lot of replay value. That's what I ran into. That's why
mean,
the conversation of the game.
I never
died
played the
immediately.
multiplayer because I had it on the Wii. So like I played it like couch co-op, but like wasn't. I don't even think online multiplayer was an option back then. I might be wrong.
Huh.
Was not something that you would have wanted to have played anyway, though. But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Is this seeded?
No, I talked about seeding it, but we just went with like random
So
seeding.
so GameCube and
I feel like GameCube's probably gonna sweep.
I feel
so-
like
GameCube
that's
is gonna.
He's got such
yeah.
an easy bracket.
Yeah.
except for PlayStation 2. I see you PlayStation 2. That guy's got hands. That one's
I do like the PS2 one.
that's my favorite one, I think. Off of like just the top of my head. I
I should say
haven't
it's
really
like just
put thought
weird.
into
It's
it.
like a weird one.
It's
I
very
like it.
weird.
Yeah.
I guess. Wait, I don't need
terrified
to. We don't need to be able to see the whole bracket at once. Sorry, I should have figured this out earlier. Like we can.
Well, can you if you click the thing that says full bracket, does it change?
This.
Yeah, does it?
You can. You. Could, like,
Oh, you just change
zoom
it
in
too.
down there.
Yeah.
No, but I'll just zoom in. Like I'll shrink this up. Right, and then I can just do this just for like stream viewing purposes.
Sure.
Right.
All right. Cool. Do. Bum ba-dum bum bum bum.
Ba-bum, ba-bum. We should do like Disney intro songs. All right. So we got our round 1 of the GameCube. Now this little link right here. I want to make sure it opens in here. Yeah, cool. Why is it not playing? This is muted.
What's up with the weird HUD?
I have no idea. This is going to play.
Did I just call it an HUD? I meant
did.
UI. I'm sorry.
I knew what
so
you meant.
fried.
I wasn't gonna.
My brain is like
HUD.
scrambled.
Is this like a YouTube update? I guess.
I hate it. I really hope not.
Oh, what the heck?
That is
Yeah.
that is absolutely
It's very
disgusting.
ugly.
Why is that a thing?
Why do they always do this? Every time they update the UI, it's worse.
The stream can't see it right now, but it's gross.
Okay.
There's like ovals and circles around all of the major
God, that
buttons
is
instead of just
horrible.
a bar. Okay, so this is going to play all 3 variations of the GameCube startup sound. It's just classic. It's just classic. It's just so good.
Yeah, that's a banger. That's
And
a banger.
then-
That's a good one.
If you hold down the Z button.
Yeah, you can do like the alt versions.
Yeah.
I didn't
mean, come
actually
on.
know that. I didn't know you could do that.
The kid's laughing. You
There's
didn't know this?
3
I
of
didn't know
them.
you
I
could-
think.
Yeah, and now if you have 4 controllers plugged in and they all hold down the Z button. That's the best one.
I didn't know you could do that.
Listen to that. Wait.
I really.
You got to hear that again.
I'm 21 years old, and I just found that out. Oh. It's so strange.
That's a classic. That is a
That's so
classic.
funny though. I didn't even know
I
that
think-
was a thing.
I think the GameCube, you got to give it props.
It is the one that immediately, like, if you say like
Yeah.
a video game console startup sound, GameCube is what immediately.
Probably the most
pops into my
iconic.
brain.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the most iconic.
It's
There are some
definitely up
others we'll
there.
cover in the bracket later that definitely compete with it, but it is my favorite one. I've talked about this on the stream multiple times before, but a GameCube is the first video game console I saved up my money and bought for myself. So turning that on for the first time meant a lot to me. I was like, I bought this console with my money.
Yeah.
I get to play it whenever I
old were
want
you?
now. like third or fourth grade.
You know what the thing is?
I was like,
how much was it?
I don't know, $200-300 probably.
Oh my gosh.
I would like go to my grandpa's house and like do yard work for him, and he would give me way too much money to do it. But still, I was like, I had to go over to his house like 10 times to do some work and save up the money to buy this GameCube.
That's fair.
Fair enough. Fair.
I think something needs to be said about like the black and purple, like dark, edgy teenager aesthetic, and like that was the one with like the evil Zelda game.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that was an era, dude. That's so awesome.
All right, and it is up against PlayStation 5.
Okay, I guess.
I don't hate it.
I see this often.
It's post the PS3 era. They not just PlayStation. Like I feel like all of the console sounds just got very like ambient and ethereal. It's
So-
kind of the sound they all went for.
Yeah.
As far as ambient intros are concerned, I don't hate this one. I'm not offended by it. It's just not very interesting.
I
Not really
agree.
a lot going on.
Nah, I mean, when you're up against, you have to consider it's up against.
Well, yeah. I mean, GameCube sweeps.
Obviously,
like, there's no way
I
it's
have
beating
it-
GameCube.
Yeah.
I think it
Still
could have
some
made it a few
commentary on
rounds
it.
if it had a different, if it was up against a different competitor. You know.
Yeah. I'm very used to that one because I it's the current console I play the most at the moment.
Okay.
It's not. It's just does it really just cuts to the chase? It's like here you go, sign in.
Yeah.
I don't own a PS5, so I've only heard it a handful of times. It doesn't hit the same way as the PS4 one did for me, but that might also just be because I play the PS4 more. But I kind of enjoy the PS. But we'll get to the PS4
Yeah.
side. I think we've all agreed GameCube clears here, right?
Yes.
of course.
I can be pretty objective here because I haven't owned most of these consoles. I think the only consoles that I've
can I
owned out
give
of
it to
these are like the DS, the 3DS, and like maybe the Xbox 360 and the Xbox One.
Oh, it's not click and drag. You have to click the. You have to click. What the heck?
Claim this tournament by
This is
creating an account.
challenge.
Oh no, Brian.
This is challenge. I have bad news.
Oh no. You have to create an account.
Yeah, you do.
What?
You do have to create an account.
Oh, I thought I logged in before. Oh, is it not going to save the bracket?
No, it should. I mean, yes, it should.
Brian, show the whole stream your
Yeah.
password.
It should.
Well, in the meantime, let's talk about some real serious business. How does everybody feel about Save me, Brian. What do we have? Okay. All right. No, wait.
How do we
Wait.
feel about brackets?
Okay, we're back.
Cool.
Nice.
All right, it's saved.
All right, now I think you have to hit run.
Yeah.
And then I think we should be good. Cool.
I do have to. I can't just strike right after run it.
It's not public, right?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Why?
Nothing. We'll
What?
just hope that it's private and nobody can randomly join.
Oh.
Registration fee $15. So they
Yeah,
have to
do
pay
that.
us.
Make them pay. Make the PlayStation pay. Forgot. Did they get rid of the option to be able to join? That'd be really funny.
I don't know.
Oh yeah, it doesn't seem like it. Yeah, you seem good, like you're in the clear. All good.
Startup sounds.
Startup sounds. No verifiable game.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Why? Why do I have to do this?
Oh, don't. You should just do 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
'cause
it'll
it-
literally make me wait until 6 o'clock to
the-
start it.
I'm like pretty sure that's what it'll do. Oh my god. Appreciate the advanced options and all that, but like,
Yeah, I just want a basic bracket.
yeah. Now let's start this. Shout out to whoever's just scrolling challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah. All you have to do is click the little pencil.
Yeah, I was just
icon,
getting it lined up on here.
and
All
then
right,
it's
cool. So the
good.
GameCube wins round 1.
Yeah.
Sure does.
See, from PlayStation 4 and 5, like that era and on, they kind of just like broke away from like I wouldn't say it's like they got rid of the ring, they got rid of like the whole
Yeah,
like,
personally, I'm not a fan of the ring. I thought it was a little bit scary. I didn't like the part where the girl came out of the TV.
Oh, I have to report
That's a
the
good
score.
All right, cool.
Goodness me. Okay, we
Oh,
have PlayStation
okay.
3 versus the Famicom.
All right.
So I've actually never. I don't think I've ever used either of these consoles.
The Famicom's just the NES.
I've used
okay.
the PlayStation 3. That was classic.
Here's the PlayStation 3.
It's so classic. It's just so awesome.
I think that's actually pretty.
I
neat.
love it.
It's
I think
awesome.
that's pretty neat.
Dude. grew
I
up with
love
that.
it.
was so
I think
peak.
it's honestly, it's like for me when I was like writing all these out, I was like, "There's no way that that's going to make it." It's kind of like a dark horse for me now. Like it could go deep. I think it's really good. It's literally just an orchestral like swell of them tuning their instruments, and then a nice little jingle when you start.
I think it's a cool concept because it's like it's like it's like the like when you go to the orchestra, like that's like them tuning up their instruments and like you're getting ready to listen to something.
Exactly.
And like it's like, it's like their way of saying like, prepare yourself.
All right.
The PlayStation 3 is
It's
coming.
a quick one.
We got the
It's-
Famicom.
I
It's
think
very
I think
nice.
it's creative. I think it's a nice concept.
It's
cool.
also kind of awesome. Like
This is a little hard.
It's neat.
it's for being like a 1986 video game jingle. I think it's really cool. I love the PlayStation 3 one though.
Yeah, I don't think this one's beating
it just
PS3.
sets itself up perfectly for what it is. Like it's the Famicom sounds like the problem with the Famicom one is it just sounds like you're playing the most generic NES game. It just sounds like you're starting up some like shovelware, you found it in the discount bin game, which still sounds cool because like the NES sound card is like has that classic nostalgic sound, but it's not touching the PS3 for me.
Yeah.
I agree. It just didn't do
Oh
it for me.
man, but PS3 and GameCube have to go against each other next round. That sucks.
We will cross that bridge when
Yeah,
we get to it. That does
we
sound.
sure will.
That sounds tricky.
All right, we have the OG Xbox versus the PlayStation. Also a good
This is
matchup.
randomized.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
randomized.
I know I asked that, but like, geez, the heck.
These are another two consoles that I've never actually owned personally. All right, that's kind of sick.
Yeah, Xbox is.
So, are we including videos?
That's what I was just about to ask because the stream isn't seeing the videos, and like the startup video for that.
Well, yeah, the
It's
sound
so
is terrible, but like the
I feel like
video
it.
makes like,
I
the
feel like it
video
has to be
matches the
considered
sound.
because.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, I'm with that. I agree.
So should I start showing the
'Cause the
videos to the stream
GameCube-
too?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
guess.
think
Alright.
so. Because like, consider GameCube. Like, it's hard to
We could probably just leave it on the videos. I don't think they need to see the bracket, right?
I think they want to see the bracket.
Is there any way we could do both?
Because
otherwise you're gonna have to keep switching back and forth.
Second display capture.
Brackets on the same page as the videos, right?
Yeah.
You just swap back and forth whenever you do the bracket.
But this is scaled to fit.
Yeah,
on
that's the
bracket,
problem.
So, no, I can just do a second window capture.
So yeah, I think that was pretty cool. I'd rate it like, if we were putting this on a tier list, I'd say like an A tier. I think this is also part of that era that I'm describing though, of like the games that you play at your older cousin's house that you weren't allowed to get.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is like what I picture in my brain. Yeah, like the odd stuff,
Max Payne.
like the games that you just yeah.
That's,
Like games that as an adult you probably just wouldn't buy
Yeah.
for yourself, but you're really glad that your cousin had it because dude, it was a pretty sick game.
Yeah, I get that.
Saints Row. I'm trying
Saints
to
Row is
think.
another one.
It was like that entire era was just
Yeah. like Rage. You remember Rage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
That's
they
in that
made it. I
category.
only remember that because they made a sequel like a bajillion years later.
All right, so
And
let's
it
watch
was,
this one
it was
again, just
okay.
so stream.
Yeah, let's see
the
it.
startup video.
Yeah, like that's dope, man.
Just
That's
Cause.
It
sick.
is. It's really, really cool.
You know what it is? It makes the console something more than just like a game that you play, like a game console you play video games on.
Xbox at this point nailed the aesthetic
Yes.
of
Yeah.
cornering the alternative market.
Yeah.
The thing that Sega was failing at doing, like Microsoft stepped in perfectly and was like, no, we're the cool alternative.
Yeah.
Like, Nintendo's what your kid cousin plays. We're the awesome, like, edgy console.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have Shadow the Hedgehog where he has guns.
Yes.
Yeah.
They did do that.
Yeah, I feel that vibe.
They did do that.
I'm with it. I'm cool. I'm cool as biscuits. I support that. All right, let's see the PlayStation.
It's the OG PlayStation.
PlayStation.
If I remember correctly, it's not all that,
PlayStation.
but we will see. I just remember it not.
Oh no, you're wrong. It is all that. It's so
Oh.
good, actually.
Yeah, I forgot about this one.
Hold on.
Oh right, yeah,
Hold
I got
on.
reminded of
I
this
gotta-
recently because they did it. They did the thing for the PlayStation 5, the themes for the 30th anniversary or whatever it was. I think I'm thinking of PlayStation 4.
All right, brought to us by Quarter Pounder 31.
Ah,
Yeah, that's a pretty cool one. It's classic. I mean, what else can you say? I mean, it's classic. It's funny. It's a good meme. It's entertaining. Does it beat the Xbox?
that's what
I would say
am
I'd give the
thinking.
PlayStation a little bit more credit,
Yeah.
but the Xbox does have like that really cool startup animation.
I'm
So
thinking
the
of-
thing is, sorry, you go first.
Yeah, so with Xbox, it's like you said before, like that really, like that, we're including video, of course, really does capture an entire like sub era of like gaming and like just the time that it was like around for. It really just captures the aesthetic perfectly, and like the games that came out on it, like yeah, it's just the sound and it's just like a little like intro, but like I don't know, when I saw that I was like, yeah, no, that was like a whole generation of like
Yeah.
just growing up, like having that was probably like the
So
coolest
you're
thing
going
ever.
you're going Xbox.
I think I'm going with Xbox.
You're
on this one.
going.
I feel like I gotta go PlayStation.
Okay.
I feel like I gotta go
It's my decision here.
Both are really good though.
They are.
I'm not gonna say.
I'm
that
not gonna be
one's-
mad if either one wins.
Yeah, same here. I think
think
both are really good.
The Xbox one is so. The Xbox one is carried by the animation.
Yeah.
Yes.
100%.
The
Of course.
PlayStation one does not have as good. Like the animation is like
Yeah,
weird
it's
and
just,
like
you
it's
know.
like it's just like the logo,
It's
and
just
I
a
guess
logo.
that's the old Sony logo, like the.
I don't.
Like the
I honestly
yellow
don't even
diamonds
know.
or whatever. But the sound of the PlayStation 1 was so cool. Like
I don't even think that is the original Sony logo because I have Sony TVs that are older than the PlayStation that just say.
Yeah, I don't
Sony.
know what
I don't
that
know what
logo
that
is.
is.
Yeah, they just came up with that.
They were just like, "Hey, man, this is," and it's not even the PlayStation logo because the PlayStation logo is right after it. They're just like, "Hey, I made this really cool diamond," and they're like, "Oh yeah, let's throw that in there."
That's just there. I don't know.
Guys, look at this cool yellow diamond I made. You know what? Yeah, let's put it in there.
You know what? I shouldn't be like bracketeering like this.
No, don't look at the other brackets. Don't spoil it. No spoilers.
Okay.
It's irrelevant. We're ranking each one on the merits of itself.
You're right. You're right. You know what? I thought I was going to go PlayStation because the wave of nostalgia that hit me when I first listened to it today, I was like, that's right. That was a sick startup sound. If we're including the videos, I got to go with the Xbox.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
It's fair.
I think that's a fair one.
Because also when I opened the Xbox one, I was like, I forgot about this startup animation, and it's so sick. Like, I remember like the first time I played like the OG Xbox at a friend's house, and I was like, whoa, like this is gaming in, you know, the whatever early 2000s. I was like, this is what we are playing with now. Like, this is so cool. I think it just nails the vibe and the aesthetic they're going for more, and I think that plays into its ranking. All right, this next round is the first just walk that we have. One of these is blowing the other out of the water. All right, so we have...
I do own a Game Boy Color. I like it.
We have the Game Boy Color.
Cool little system.
All right.
I like the era of things that you had to put batteries in.
Oh, I'm with you 100%.
Because like now the Switch is just so cumbersome.
I mean,
It's
I
so
disagree with
cumbersome.
that.
I just don't. You know what? This thing was chunky. You drop
Sure.
it, and it's like you pick it back up and you keep going. It's got like that thick plastic screen. It's like this thing I could like shove in my pocket and like I'm at the doctor's office, pull it out, play Pokemon for 10 minutes, save my game, put it away. The Switch,
I'm with
not
you,
doing that, man.
but
Not doing it. It's too much.
we're not ranking the console. We're just ranking the
No, I'm
startup.
just saying.
And like,
you know,
Oh,
I kind of like
that's
it. I kind of like it.
I don't know. I mean,
I kind of like it.
it's pretty neat.
I don't know. I feel like the PS2 kind of beats it though. I love.
oh, the PS2 is gonna walk
The
it, dude. I mean,
PS2 is amazing.
it's literally just a 2-note jingle. Like, I don't know. It's
Mhm.
there is a visceral like feeling I have when I hear that. I am assuming one of 4 games that I ever played on the Game Boy is starting up.
Yeah.
But like, what I'm more excited to hear is like Pokemon Red's theme playing after that.
Yeah.
I'm more excited about the
Well-
anticipation of another game starting than I am about hearing that jingle.
That's true. I also feel like, honestly, like the Game Boy's kind of getting a little bit let down here because it is probably the lowest fidelity technology on this list. That thing had about as much power as a Casio wristwatch.
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
So
but
I'm
we're
not.
grading
I
it on the
wasn't
merits of
yeah,
what's...
I'm not expecting it to go that far.
All right, now we have
Yes.
a goat,
Yes.
a true goat.
This was a weird.
This didn't
console,
scare
man.
you as a kid? Then,
Yeah,
like,
a little
dang.
bit. Yeah.
Oh, it's so awesome.
And then you get like the menu with like the
More.
noises. Where is it? Give me the menu. Give me the menu.
I was gonna say that was an awfully long time. And what about if
I don't think we're getting the menu, but
I
we
love
did
the
at least
menu.
get the
Menu,
PlayStation.
yes.
The
2.
menu with like there's the menu. All right, we're not
Is it?
rating menus. It's so
We're not.
cool,
No,
though.
this is not about menus.
It's such a cool menu. It's got like the big cube and it's like whoa.
Yeah.
And then if you don't put
And
a
it sounds
disc
like
in,
lightsabers.
So I
So
mean, like,
sick.
we don't even really have to talk about it. That walks.
Yeah, PS2.
yeah,
I
I
think
have PS2
takes
winning
it.
that. You don't put a disc in, the background goes red.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
that was such a sick console, man.
Shouldn't.
God, that was a great one. All right.
I love how you have.
It would have been
Here.
kind of sick to have PlayStation 1 against PlayStation 2 in that round, but you're right,
Sega
we're not-
on Sega Violence.
oh, we do have some Sega on Sega Violence here.
So I've
Mhm.
actually not only have I never owned either of these, I've never played either of these consoles, and
That's
I don't know anything.
crazy.
The only Sega I've ever played was the Dreamcast,
Wow.
and it was here at the library that I did that. And I don't even know what their startup sounds
My
like.
brother's friend had a Sega Genesis, and I would want to go over to their house all the time just so I could play the Genesis.
I've never. I'm familiar with it. It's like the blue and white one, right? It's got like, or well, the console's
they're
back,
all,
but the
like,
logo
black.
is like the logo's like the blue, like the navy blue, like the gray outline. Am I correct?
Sure.
Honestly, forget what they look like.
All right, here we have the Genesis.
The Genesis is black though, right?
Yeah,
I think the only one that
That's
wasn't
it.
was the Dreamcast, right?
that's we got nice, short, and sweet.
I don't hate it.
It gets the job done.
You know what the problem
It
is that
is-
is the same as all of their like game intros from
Yeah.
from the era.
Yeah.
So it's like
I mean, that's really just
it's
kind of what this
watered
is.
down.
Yeah. And then we have, what was it, the CD? Like a CD?
Yes. It's also the exact same intro.
No, the Sega CD is unhinged. The Sega CD has like a full like orchestral space arrangement that plays during it.
That's sick.
Yeah, that's
hey,
pretty
do you
dope.
guys want the bad news or the bad news?
What's the bad news?
Desktop audio has been muted literally the whole
Oh, I was gonna ask you if that was happening. I was low key gonna ask you.
Which also means that there was like no music during the intro or anything.
That's fine.
That's okay.
All right, well it's all right because it really wasn't anything worth hearing up until this point.
This is awesome.
Yeah,
this is so
This is
sick.
great.
I
Yeah.
think it almost has like a medieval vibe to it.
Remind me why there's two like. Look, what's going on here? Where do you put the disc? I didn't actually have one of these.
So the Sega CD was like an add-on to the Genesis. It was like a physical attachment that loaded CDs into it. So like that's the Genesis and that's the CD.
How do you even get that on there?
I think this whole base was like part of it.
Is that part of the Genesis?
No, the CD.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay, so
It just looks sick.
how about just for the sake of VOD purposes, let's just go back through really quick all the ones that we have played so far.
Word.
Okay, so we had
Well, I mean, yeah. I was gonna say we're gonna replay them, but there are a few that are dead that we've already
Yeah,
picked out.
yeah.
So.
So we had GameCube. Absolutely classic. Then the GameCube variation of holding the Z button. Hilarious.
Funny noise.
And then funnier noise.
All four controllers holding Z. That is hilarious. That's clever.
Is that
Being
like
able to,
is that like the
change it.
Japanese equivalent of like the Wilhelm scream? Do you think?
Maybe.
You think that's like an iconic sound effect?
I hope
feel like
so.
I've heard it before.
Yes, it's a.
It sounds familiar.
I forget what it means.
It sounds like a sumo thing.
Learned about that.
This is PS5. It's a cool jingle. Could have eaten some other things in the bracket, but it was not touching GameCube. I do like that last little noise. That little dunk. I think that's cool.
Oh, the start button sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's classic.
Then we have the PS3.
I really do like the aesthetic that Sony's curated with their consoles. Just feel so clean.
Yeah.
I love it. Like it really does. It feels like, oh man, look at that start menu. It's such a nice console.
It's so good.
It's so pretty.
That's a great
PlayStation 3
one.
is, like,
That's
one of my favorite consoles.
PS3 has a fantastic startup sound. Then we have
Even down to like the font they use, and
Famicom.
the colors, and like the waves in the background. Oh, it's so
I
nice.
just like how it's so like.
This is really fun.
I'm gonna give it
But-
negative points, by the way. I just noticed now that we're talking about videos, it's like what's up with like the epilepsy inducing.
That's fair.
That's
Yeah.
so annoying.
Yeah.
It lasts a decent amount of time.
Then we had what? The
OG Xbox.
okay. And the PlayStation. All right, so this thing just wins based off this video.
Yeah, that was
Like
pretty
that's
sick.
so sick.
Looks like Ben 10.
That's what I'm saying. Like that entire era is just like condensed in one video. It's so crazy.
And it was that versus
And that was just the OG Xbox.
OG PlayStation. Like also a great one, but like they're both like good music. The PlayStation has better music. Xbox is super carried by the video, but the video is so
love
sick.
that logo, man. The PS logo. It's
I'm
so
with you.
fire. I
I'm
think it's
with
like
you.
the
Really
greatest
good.
logo in video game. Like only the colorful one though. The regular one's boring. I don't care about the white one. I like the
I just
red, yellow,
realized,
green.
why don't
blue.
I just do this?
So fresh.
Right? So that every time I open, it is just on the video already. And then
Whoa, how is that allowed?
what?
How is that allowed?
I don't know.
How was
man.
this allowed?
I
It
don't
looks like a
know.
vacuum cleaner.
How is it allowed?
Looks like a dust devil.
How is this allowed?
I used to do that was a troll that I used to do to people on my Discord server. Is I would just like, you would just like post a link to something that happened in the news, and you would go, how did you let this happen? And people would be really confused. It's classic. It's a classic joke.
Or just a question mark?
Yeah, that's like the great one. You're just
That's
like,
what I did.
you're just like, yo, what?
It's like, huh?
Or like you just say like, can you explain this? It's so
It's
funny.
like never elaborate again.
Classic, absolutely classic. And then we just did GBC and PS2. That was a good round. Good round. Yeah, ultimately I think I feel like the most creative era. Like even look at that menu, dude. Look at the Xbox menu. It's like the most ridiculous
I've
thing.
been
It's like the
staring
most
at it.
ridiculous thing in the world, dude. It was so sick.
I was thinking about, so like, when you're, what was that, like, whole, like, playground myth of the red ring on your Xbox? Was that actually
It's
real?
not a
That
myth,
was
that was a real
real.
thing.
Yeah, it was because
Yeah.
the Xbox 360 was built like garbage.
Yep.
So, like, why did that happen?
It was because
I always thought it was fake, but, like, I always, in the back of my head,
there was some part on, I don't remember what it was. There was some part on the Xbox 360 that was really faulty and prone to breaking, and when it broke, the entire
We're
Xbox
caught up
would
now,
just
right?
shut
We
down.
played the Game Boy and the PS2. The real sound.
No.
We didn't, we didn't play the GameCube one. So it was just a part in the Xbox that.
Yeah, it would
easily-
just like basically just break.
So that made your
trash.
thing red.
Yeah, so the red ring was like an error ring, and depending on.
I mean, it's not trash. It's just not.
it's nothing special.
No, and
It's
it's
just-
not competing with PlayStation.
Yeah, you're
2.
competing with PlayStation 2, which
So
is
there
a
were
monster.
actually on the red ring there would be 1, 2, 3, or 4 sections lit up, and that would tell you what the error was. It was how they displayed error codes.
Oh,
The Xbox 360 was a pretty sick console.
the intro was really good. Ahead of its time, if you will.
Yeah, pretty neat.
Yeah, that's so good.
And then you wait a billion years, and then.
Nice.
Yeah,
So
that's
good.
one of my favorites.
I think game consoles need to do more. They need to do a better job of cultivating a vibe. I feel like it started
Yeah.
with like the Xbox One when they just started turning into like basically smart
I'm
TVs.
confused. Like, what is the unknown vibe of the Switch? Like, what's that supposed to be? That's very just gray.
Yeah, I mean it's not really like fun anymore. Like the Wii had a vibe.
The Wii had a vibe.
Ooh,
GameCube had a vibe.
we got a Windows on Windows matchup now.
I think,
interesting.
I think with the advent of smart TVs, people are just going to use these and like the fact that nobody has DVDs to play anymore, Blu-rays. I feel like it's just going to become more and more geared towards like, okay, you're buying a game console to play games actually, not to watch TV. You know,
I see.
that's my take, which I think is a good thing. Game consoles should be for people who play games, not for people who want to watch Netflix.
I'm with
That
you.
is fair.
But I'm a PC gamer now anyway, so I'm a hypocrite because I watch Netflix on my game device.
So Windows.
You know what had a killer aesthetic? The 3DS, dude.
And 3DS had the biggest aesthetic out of
Bomb
almost
aesthetic,
every
dude.
like
So
console.
good.
Because not only do you have themes, but the multicolored DSs that you could get.
Dude, the themes were so cool.
The themes were like the best.
Oh my
part.
god, they were so cool.
Not only could you mod themes in, but the themes that you had access to were just.
You know who else did that? PSP. PSP
Yeah,
had sick themes.
I didn't really play my.
Dude, they had like
PSP.
a cookie one that like made all your apps look like cookies.
Oh, that was fire.
And then if you clicked it, it made a crunch sound. So fire, dude.
You know
Why
how
do they
they-
do that anymore?
I
That
was
stuff
thinking
so
about
cool.
that, and they brought me to Little Big Planet. They really just
Oh my
took
God,
that
Little Big
character
Planet was
out back and just
Dope.
like.
Yeah,
wasted
what happened
him.
to Sackboy?
Sackboy's actually just gone.
Sackboy got sacked. They
By
sacked my
Astrobot.
boy.
Astrobot took him out.
They did sack.
Astrobot's
Killed him.
fine. I mean, the game was like it looked pretty cool, but
It is
like
pretty fun. I
the
won't lie, it
character
is very fun.
design, it's no Sackboy, man.
It's because it's Sackboy wearing different costumes of other
Yes.
characters in Sony-related games.
So we got
or
Windows
crossovers.
95.
Rip Sackboy though, jeez. Oh my god. He really is just gone. Oh my gosh, that's what this is from?
Yeah. Yeah, that's a banger. That's a good one. That's like that whole
It is a
era.
good one.
That's what this is from.
This whole era is just like
Dude, they have two iconic intros?
Dude,
Windows has a lot of
has
iconic
so
intros.
many iconic
Dude,
just
what?
noises.
I
in
thought that was just a
general.
noise that was associated. Okay, all right. I mean,
The
you
youngins
probably
are
know
learning today.
probably know what I'm talking about. There was that meme where the guy just phases into the camera,
Yeah. And then we had
Says
that versus 10.
something, and then
Windows
just
10.
disappears. What the heck, dude?
It's also
boy.
really good.
This is hard.
It's also really good.
I feel like 95 is more musical.
I like that one more.
Sure,
But
but
this
do you
one
like
feels so
this more than
clean.
95?
Oh my
You're
god,
saying?
it's so
I like the
clean.
first one more.
The first
because
one, okay.
It's
I think
just
95 is more like cool and
There's
musical.
a
It's, like,
vibe
it's got
here.
like the very like
Look at
vaporwave
this.
feeling to it.
Yes,
that I kinda
that's what
like.
That's what I was trying to
It
express.
has, yeah, it's got a huge vaporwave.
Dude, Windows 10 is just like.
But Windows 10 is so
It's like you turn it
clean.
on, it's like so clean. It's like,
It's
dude,
just smooth.
I'm gonna
Clean
sit down.
as
I'm gonna do my homework. I love it.
I think I gotta go Windows 10 strictly because there are few new startup sounds that I think actually sound fun or good or satisfying, and Windows 10 is one of the few that I think I actually enjoy.
I think I'm gonna give it to 95. I hate to say it.
You're both 95. All
Yeah.
right,
And I have to-
that's
That was a
that's
hard
fair.
one.
I get
That was
it.
a really
I get
tricky one because I like both a lot.
I
All
just
right.
love that like
It's so
so nice, like that
Yeah.
intro.
Okay,
like, that
another
chord.
great one I forgot about was the PSP.
PSP was a pretty goated console that like nobody really cared about. Oh my god. And then it brings you right in. Oh my god.
That one's really good.
It was just a
Like-
sick console, man.
That's so
What's
good.
this up against?
This is up against Windows 8.
Windows 8.
It's gonna clean Windows 8.
I don't know what Windows 8
Bring
is.
me back to Windows 8. Yeah, I gotta give it.
What year was this?
That was like 2014, 15.
Yeah. So Windows 8 walked so Windows 10 could run. It's setting the vibe. It just doesn't hit it as nicely as Windows 10 does.
That wasn't bad. I really like the PSP one.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to the PSP.
It's
I would
definitely
give it to PSP. Yeah, that's an interesting one. I don't know how I
just
haven't
buy it
heard that.
because I hate Windows 8, man. It was so
That's fair.
bad.
All right. Oh, unfortunate first round matchup. We got the PlayStation 4,
Verse.
Windows XP.
I have bad news, PlayStation.
Yeah.
I'm not saying this one was bad. This one was pretty good. But it's literally just an upgrade of the PS5.
Why is this taking so long?
Yeah.
Yo,
'cause
why
it
do all
does-
these
'cause it
people
does
have
This is
that.
accurate.
Yeah,
too.
it does that. It's just the PlayStation. Yeah. I like music.
I love that opening. Like the
I do
opening
miss
sound
that.
of that.
I do miss that. I
You know
won't
what
lie.
the thing is I kind of understand what you mean about like the Game Boy thing you said earlier about like I'm expecting one of 3 games to open up right now.
That's how you're getting that feeling now.
I only
Yeah.
ever used the PS4 to play Heavy Rain, and that game with the girl who has like the twin that's like invisible. She's got psychic powers. I don't remember. It was a PS4 exclusive.
Control. No,
No,
that's
it's-
on the Switch somehow. Yeah.
It was it's a girl. She's got like psychic powers, and she's got like a twin that she absorbed in the womb, and she's like using it to do like psychic. It was Stranger Things before Stranger Things existed.
Oh.
Life is Stranger Things.
I forget what it was called. it
Things
was a
That Are
banger of a
Strange?
game. It was an awesome.
I'm
game.
curious what it is now. It
It was
sounds
really
really
sick.
good.
It was a really
I
sick game.
don't-
All right, we got that up against Windows XP.
All right, y'all.
I think it was made by the same studio as Heavy Rain.
Oh
It was a
no.
really sick game. All right, Robert.
I mean,
That's classic.
I mean, and you know what? Robert does us the benefit of also giving us the shutdown sound.
Oh man. Frappates.
So sick.
Yes.
Ready? Oh. Oh.
Yeah. I mean, those are just like iconic.
Yeah.
Those are
That's
I love the
very-
PS4 startup sound. It doesn't. It's
It
not
doesn't
Windows
really-
XP. Like
Can't hold the candle to this one. This is a very strong one. Had it not been for that ginormous, like random
All right.
time period
all
where
right, we
this
got
was all over
Windows
the internet.
Vista.
Yeah, I think of that as like the XP is like the herald of like the early Newgrounds era of like Flash animation.
Yeah.
Here's Windows Vista.
Yeah.
It's also a really good
I
one.
love that one.
Nice.
That was such a clean console, dude.
Yep. Oh, it really was.
It was like you
so,
boot it up
yeah.
and it's just like so like the what do they call that aesthetic? Aquavera or whatever it is,
I think so. Yeah.
or Aqua
Fina.
something. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
something.
All right, now the Wii.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I mean,
It's really good.
I feel like I got to go for the Wii on that one. I
Yeah.
hate to say it.
I'm with the Wii.
Fruited Your Arrow. That's what it's called. That aesthetic. This one.
What is it?
That's Windows Vista. Fruited Your Arrow.
Ooh, did not.
All right, definitely the Wii.
Definitely. Yeah.
Honorable mention for Vista, though.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Oh,
Classic.
3DS versus the Switch. Okay,
We're getting a lot of good matchups for Random Seed.
so 3DS.
Right there.
Sorry,
Under DS.
Yep, that makes sense. I did try to put them in order.
Oh man.
This was awesome.
That was
That's
a gut shot.
really good.
That's a classic. That's right in the. That hit me right in the
I
nostalgia.
love like the phaser kind of effect
Yeah.
on it.
That's a
like,
gut shot, dude.
That's a hit in the
Oh
nostalgia,
my
bro.
god.
That's a
I
big
forgot
one.
how good the 3DS was.
And now the Switch. This is an interesting one because the startup screen that's about to play only happens the very first time you turn the console on.
What is this?
So I'm gonna be honest with you. Can I be so real?
Yeah.
I hate that. I don't like it at
I
all.
don't like it either. I
really
do-
annoying.
I love the click sound.
Yeah, I like the
think
click.
sound
I
is
like the click.
great.
I feel like all that
don't
other
like
stuff
that
is
weird.
annoying.
Yeah.
What was that? Is that when did that happen? When does that play?
Literally only the first time you ever turn the
I've
console on.
never seen
And
that.
I think it's only on OLED switches that it does that little jingle the first time you turn it on. So yeah, bad.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Um,
That's just so uninspiring. It's so
3DS wins. The click is great, and I like
Yeah.
that the click is like the Switch's signature sound.
I do like the click.
the click is it became a staple, and it's here to stay.
All right, probably the easiest decision we've had so far.
Game Boy
We have the
Advance.
Game Boy Advance.
Versus the
Great one.
That
That's a
is-
great.
Ooh, run it back.
it's so good.
Oh, it's so good. That's one where I don't have a particular game that's in mind. I just love hearing that jingle.
Yeah.
Like, the exciting part about turning the Game Boy Advance on was hearing that jingle. I didn't care what game I was playing.
Yeah.
That's
pretty good
against
one.
the Xbox Series X and S.
cannot say I've heard this one. I don't know. Wow.
It's just like
As you said before, yeah, go ahead. Say it.
it feels like a movie. Like I feel like
Yes.
I'm watching like the pre-screening.
Yes, it
you know?
feels like the production company's
Yes.
logo in a movie.
I guarantee you, if you pulled that, who are they hiring, dude? Who are they hiring to work at these
Who are
companies?
they hiring to make that the startup sound? Who are they hiring to name these consoles?
It's just like the all the aesthetic decisions around the Xbox are mind blowing.
Yeah.
They're like such odd choices, and they're losing them so much money.
All right, we got the Wii U versus the Dreamcast.
All right, let's see it.
Let's start with the Dreamcast.
Sounds like a sewer.
It does. 'cause
It's
it just sounds like
intriguing.
echoey raindrops.
It's pretty
but
interesting.
as a dream aesthetic, I think it
I
works.
see.
I just really like the name Dreamcast.
I agree. The Dreamcast
What was on the
is a great game.
Dreamcast?
I don't even know.
Power Stone, fantastic game. The the Sonic Adventure games, like Sonic
Okay.
Adventure 1 and Adventure 2.
I don't think I've ever played any Dreamcast game.
I was gonna say I don't think so either.
Dreamcast is a cool console.
It just wasn't really my era either.
It had the little chips that you could put in the top of the controller that had like a little screen on them. That's where like the Chows first started. Like you could take the Chow out with you, and it was basically a little Tamagotchi, and then you could plug it back into the controller.
I don't even know what the heck you're talking about.
Chows,
Brian.
like in Sonic?
don't even know what that is. Man.
Oh, they're the blue guys. Yeah, the blue guys.
You got some
I
Sonic
don't know
people,
a
huh?
thing about
Okay.
Sonic, but I think that's.
He said Tamagotchi, and I was like, what? What are you talking about?
You
Get
might
back
have
in your
lost me there
Yeah,
too.
go back
but
to
then
your
you
go
said
back to your
blue guys.
go back to your retirement home, old man.
You said
Go
blue
yell at
guys,
some
and I
clouds.
was like,
man.
oh yeah, blue guys. Yeah.
Whatever.
So old. This
You're
guy's
the one
so
who
old.
you're the one who picked Windows 95.
Windows 95 is
Yes.
classic, man. Windows 95 is classic.
All right, we got that up against the Wii U, which
All
is
Oh,
you know
I actually don't even remember the Wii U startup sound.
exactly.
Okay.
here it is.
Yeah, I actually do remember that. You know what the thing is?
It's just a worse version of the Wii.
It's not good, but I still get excited every time I hear it.
That's fair, but it's literally just a pitched down worse version of the Wii.
Yeah, it's
one.
really not that good.
I think the Wii U has some really good games.
The Wii U has great games.
I don't. That
It's just a poorly marketed console with a
love
bad
the Wii
startup
U.
sound.
I loved the Wii U.
so
I really just
Zombie
liked it.
Zombie U was
I just
peak.
liked owning the console and
because it was huge.
like you sit down and you're just getting ready to play some games. That was like the last era that I did that.
Yeah, because that was before
So
we
I was in like middle
entered
school,
high school.
Yeah,
so-
and it's like you have nothing to do on a Saturday.
and we
except
were
play
like
video
Alright.
very
games.
early middle school.
Man,
sick.
we have one of the only matchups that I feel confident that the Mac is going to win because like it's fine. But here's the Mac startup sound.
Yeah, I mean that's just
It's fine. It's a classic startup
classic.
noise. It doesn't do anything special for me, but it is like, yeah, I just turned the Apple computer on. Fortunately for it, it gets to move on because it gets to go up against the Sega Game Gear. That's so awful. Like, who thought this was a good idea?
it's kind of grown on me in like an ironic way.
No way.
I think that's really funny, actually.
Realistic. Also,
that-
that's what the console.
You
looks
want to
like?
listen? Yes. You want to listen to that when your game starts?
Like, imagine being 10 years old in 1990 and your parents get you this.
If I was 10 and this, I'd be like,
And, like-
it's broken. Why is it making this
and
noise?
like your game crashes and you have to hard reset like 15 times and you just lost an hour of progress and then you're seeing tails like slowly
You
crawling
hear
across.
tails going across and it's just.
Yeah.
I think that's really funny. No, I'm gonna give it to the Mac though. Yeah.
The Mac definitely wins. That one sucked.
God, that's
but it was
so
very
funny.
It's
honestly, I'm
funny.
not gonna lie, it is pretty funny. Like that is what they did. They made that.
And then there's like a 2-second pause between that and Sega. I think
All
that's
right.
so funny.
N64, great console. Don't really care about it. This startup screen, I believe, is also only in the N64 DD, which was like the attachment that you could play discs with it on. That like
I was
maybe
gonna say,
3 people ever
I
bought.
didn't know the N64 even had
Yeah.
it. My mind is the N64.
That's awesome.
Interesting.
That's awesome. Come on.
Oh,
It's Mario. He kicks it and stuff, and it's still going. This is really long.
It's a really long intro.
But Mario kicks the end. That's awesome. Here he comes.
It's
There he
Good.
is.
The N64 was such a good logo, dude.
the N64
Yes,
is an
cleared,
amazing logo.
cleared at the
logo.
Yeah.
time.
Like they literally just like let's make an N in 3D because
So
this console
so
is
sick.
in 3D.
So
That's
smart.
insane.
Such a
That's
smart
so
idea, dude. I
genius.
love it.
God, it was
So
awesome.
that goes up against the DS/DSi.
Oh,
Shoot.
oh no.
Oh, the little ding. Ooh.
I think I
think I
really
need to
like
think
the
on this one.
N64. I think it's got to be the
yeah,
DS.
dude, the
though.
DS, man.
You
Gotta
gotta
be
say
The
DS.
DS literally sounds like a Windows OS. Like it sounds like a Windows.
It's just
I'm
like
gonna go-
so
like,
clean.
I'm gonna go with the DS.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
That was a classic at the time. It still is. Hearing it again for the first time in like a short bit was like,
all right. This is like the stinker matchup of the first round. We have the PS Vita versus the Xbox One.
I actually enjoy both of these consoles thoroughly.
you have.
The console, sure.
I love the Vita.
So then what was the PSP? Weren't they the same
Just a
thing?
piano key. No.
The PS Vita is a newer version of the PSP. It's like the PSP2, basically. It's like
That's
a
it.
bigger screen.
It's
got,
a
like,
single
tap pad on the
piano
back.
key.
Yeah, that sucked. That was terrible. Yeah, that's terrible.
with like a guy fumbling in the background that you can hear in the microphone. That's not part of the logo. That's just part of this video. But
Interesting.
that's really bad.
Agreed.
It's probably one.
Xbox One definitely wins.
I actually don't hate the Xbox One startup sound.
I don't think it's bad.
It's all right.
I like it because of I don't even picture that as the Xbox startup sound though. That's the fried part. Is like I think of that as like the commercial sound that they've used to advertise games.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It always follows.
Like that's the one before when they're
No.
doing the Xbox showcase.
It wins. I don't think it's going to make it much further, but it's in there.
Are we on to round 2 already?
Just about. We have one more in round
more.
1. We have
Ooh.
Xbox 360 versus Sega Saturn.
Oh, I already had
Okay.
my pick.
Xbox 360.
Look at this. So
Classic.
fire,
Classic.
dude.
Banger.
Look
I
at that.
like just got home from middle school.
Amazing.
Gonna go
Yes,
yell at some
dude.
people on Halo. Like,
Yes, that's exactly what it was.
Banger,
Gosh,
banger,
everyone got insulted,
banger.
bro. No one.
I learned
no one
every
dodged
bad
the
word
bullet.
on there.
Yep.
Yes.
And then we got the Sega
Amazing.
Saturn.
You ever get like you probably didn't have this experience because you were an adult, but like you know like when you're a kid and then someone's calling you like mean words on Xbox and you're not allowed to swear yet because you're 8
Yeah.
and your parents are like, "Are you saying bad words?" and you're like, "No," and this kid's
I
like
mean-
cursing you out. And you can't say anything back.
I was in like 6th grade. So
Oh,
it
okay.
was,
I-
yeah.
I was like 8.
thankfully took it upon myself.
I was not allowed to swear back. Just kind of had to sit there and eat it.
It's pretty good.
It's really good.
That was pretty
It's
cool.
not beating the Xbox.
Xbox 360 is the best one.
You know, this reminds me of what's that?
Microsoft.
What's that like movie theater logo that does?
THX.
Yes. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of.
High Saturn.
That's pretty
that-
cool.
What is that?
Oh, that's
Yeah, they had
pretty.
like 4 different ones.
That's kinda
That's
cool.
nice.
What
I
They're,
like that.
they're all good. I think it could move on in many other matchups, but it's not beating.
What
Xbox
is on the
360.
Saturn? What games?
That beats me, man.
Yeah,
I
you
wasn't a
say
big
Sonic?
Sega kid.
No, I wasn't big on
Sonic.
Sega.
Sonic.
No
3,
Sega for
Sonic
me.
11. Sonic a
All right.
billion. 2.
Ooh.
Sonic.
Really unfortunate
Yeah,
second round
Sonic.
matchup here. We got the GameCube.
It's the PlayStation 2.
Love the
Or
GameCube.
3.
Love the
3.
GameCube.
It's 3?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, I gotta move. I gotta move the bracket over.
Doom. Classic.
Just
Bang.
let them all play again. It's so good. It's the little kids laughing. Oh.
It's awesome.
All right, give me PS3. I already forgot what it sounds like when it starts up.
This
Was that a Mr. Beast video?
It was this Mr. Beast.
Brian is rotting the algorithm. Of the
My
library right
algorithm's a nightmare right now.
Oh, this is a hard one.
now. Yeah, I got to give it to GameCube. PS3 is such a banger.
Yeah,
It's a tough one to go out on.
I might have to
this
give
could
it-
be the final matchup. So, like, GameCube winning here leads me to believe GameCube's probably going to sweep till the end because this is another heater.
I don't know.
But
Well, I
well,
think-
look what it's going to go up against next.
GameCube against PS2 is a toss up for me, to be honest. That's a toss up.
We will get there.
We
when
will.
get there, but
GameCube clears the
I
PS3.
agree
Not
with
clears,
you,
it was
Spencer.
close, but it
I also
wins.
believe it's a toss-up.
All right.
OG Xbox versus PS2.
Oh. wait, this is a tricky one. Well,
We got OG Xbox with the amazing video.
Yeah, I mean this is a pretty sick video. I like it a lot. It also I like the
I do
idea.
like the boom.
I like the concept
end.
that there's like a lore behind the console, that there's something going on.
Yeah.
And
know?
it carries over into
Yeah,
the
this is the
menu.
creation
Yeah, like
of
this is
the
there's like
X logo.
yeah, there's like a creature inside and like
And
that's like so sick.
listen to that like techno bass drop.
Yeah.
I just like that the
That's
menu
so
the menu
cool.
carries over with this.
Yeah, there's like a
aesthetic.
theme, like there's like an alien living
because you can
inside this
see-
little system that you just bought. I love that. I think that's sick. I wish more companies would do it.
I
It's
agree
dope.
with you. Unfortunately, here's its matchup.
Yeah.
the
Don't
nuke
think you're beating the PS2, man.
explosion.
Oh, that noise.
I feel like you're not beating the PS2 here, man.
Dude, it's so good.
Nah, give it to the PS2.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Wait. Oh,
Yeah.
It's so good.
You know what's crazy? I'm pretty sure that's the same noise it makes when there's an error on boot up. Like if you don't have
I
the
think
memory
you're
card
right.
put in.
Yeah.
Because the first time that I bought
There's
a
like
memory
a
card for it, it was
separate,
corrupted.
There's a separate one.
all right.
where
OG
the screen
Xbox,
turns red.
I was not
Yes.
expecting to
Kinda
like
scary.
that much, but
Low
OG
key to play
Xbox
that
was
one.
very good. Okay, we don't even have to listen to these ones, but we actually that's not true. I'm
I wanna hear
sliding the
Sega
Sega
CD
CD.
again. I want to hear it
The
again.
Sega CD is kind of sick.
I want to hear it again. Oh yeah, I like that. I like that a lot actually. It's very medieval.
It's space opera.
Yes.
It's literally
Yeah,
a space
yeah.
opera.
I think it's
Yeah.
really neat. I like the menu obviously helps. It's not like, I mean, I guess that's the menu.
What's
right?
that game? They made like 10 of them. It's like, is it King's Quest or Dragon Quest or what? There's like,
King's Quest.
It was like
there's
the-
King's
like
Quest,
King's
there's Space
Quest is
Quest.
a-
it's like a
there's-
Monkey Island
yeah.
style game.
Yes.
Yes,
yeah.
that's what that makes me
that
think of.
genre of game.
So we got that versus
Insane.
Windows 95.
So sick, dude. So fire. Love that. I hate to say it. I feel like I gotta go Sega CD on this one, man.
Oh,
And I love 95.
I think I'm going with 95.
All right, Brian, you're the tiebreaker. Oh no, 9/11 attacks dashboard. Jeez. Why is that being recommended?
But dude, my algorithm from searching all of these startup
That's
sounds is a
horrible.
nightmare.
What is
now.
going
How
on?
I
did
don't-
this happen?
I don't know.
Probably because of the time of
Man,
the videos.
the Sega CD one is really cool.
Such a banger. I love it.
The Windows 95, I think I would have picked Sega CD easily after listening to it again. But when you were like, Windows 95 is, I think Windows 95 is the birth of the Vaporwave sound.
I also think it's like a cultural bastion, a little bit. Like there's like a meme.
so the
behind
other
it.
What year did that
thing-
come out? 95? Sorry. I just don't know.
I thought you were kidding.
Um,
Yeah, 1995. Yeah.
so
I had to be sure.
1895.
Yes. I never said
No, they
what
called it
it
that because it was the 95th Windows.
So
He named
I'm gonna
things.
go with Windows
I'm also
95.
shot.
The reason I'm going to go with Windows 95 is I think we are being a little unfair because this is really menu music. It's not really startup music.
You make a good case. There.
Yeah.
And
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair. I guess. Yeah.
Like it's waiting for you to put the disc in. It's going to keep playing this until you put the disc in.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
So,
It's
on
not
a
bad by
caveat,
any
I'm
means.
going with Windows 95.
It's actually really good. I like it, but
Banger.
I agree. I kind of want to hear like a
barely
remix, like somebody
class.
is like,
someone definitely has.
Yeah. all right, so Windows 95, you're moving on.
Banger.
We got, oh, this is a tough one too. I think we know what's going to win, but I do feel bad for the loser of this round. We got the PSP versus Windows XP.
Oh my god, I
Look at
love
this
this console.
colors.
It's that part. I love that weird little janky guitar sound there. One more on that one.
I do love that.
That's so good.
I really just like the colors they use in the
I agree.
It
background.
was
It's
just
very
a
nice.
great system. It
But
was a
then
great
let's take
system.
another visit to Robert.
Yeah, Robert. Yeah, yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
yes.
No, I think you got to go with XP on that.
So,
one.
it's just classic.
where in the world is this? Because
That
It's a
is
great
Denmark.
question. Is
That's the Netherlands. That's those are actually tulip fields.
it? Oh,
They're just not in bloom. No, wait. I'm sorry. I'm lying. That's a different one that I'm thinking of. That one is somewhere in California, Palo Alto. It's oh man.
beautiful.
I have to look this up now.
All right.
I remember
Windows
I was
XP.
like, I need to visit there. It looks so serene and
It's
beautiful.
actually not. I think that's a vineyard. And like,
That's-
it looks
ooh.
really cool, but it's actually not like a hill of grass. It's super gross.
All right, we got a Nintendo matchup. We got the Wii versus the 3DS.
The Wii.
It's Napa Sonoma. Yeah.
The Homebrew channel.
Yeah.
Internet.
I mean, that's classic.
Do what you
Right,
want because
I
a
mean, you
pirate
got-
is free. Oh my
You
god.
got the
dude.
click sound, which that's like it's almost like the digital version of the Switch click.
So
That's
I'm
awesome.
gonna ruin Windows XP for you. That's what it looks like now. It was
Oh.
actually a vineyard the whole time.
Oh no.
And you thought that it was these nice hills. It's not. They tricked you. It's a vineyard. You've been deceived by Bill Gates again. He did it. He did it
All right.
again.
So that was the
Really
Wii, and
got
now we
me
got the
from the
3DS.
grave, dude.
And you thought that it was going to be a nice little hill you could roll down.
See, I love that, but it's not beating the Wii.
That sucks. I also want to point
I
out
feel like
this
I'm being
only
shot
shows
in the
up.
face by nostalgia.
This isn't the menu theme. That is the thing that plays when you click a game and start it. So I guess you could say it's a menu theme.
Oh, what, for the 3DS?
Yeah, that.
Is that well the image I think is when you start up a game.
Yeah.
But the sound is when you start up the console. I'm pretty sure.
I think you're right.
It's not beating the Wii either
No,
way.
Yeah,
I
it's
hate
the
to say it's
Wii.
not. Oh my god, it was so good. Oh, I
Really
loved
good.
it.
I mean, dude,
All right.
that was all of.
We got GBA versus Green.
It was crazy
Dreamcast.
thinking about how that came out when we were in elementary school.
2013, right? 2012.
Isn't that like insane?
Yeah.
That's like wild
Jeez,
to
I'm
me.
old.
GBA.
Banger.
Oh my god.
Banger.
Yep. Wait, what'd you say about the 3DS?
It came out when we were like 10 years old.
When we were literally
Maybe
like,
younger, 9.
children.
Yeah, it came out when I was, I think, a senior in high school or a junior.
Such a good system, dude.
And what is that up against? Oh, the Dreamcast. Which, good. Good. It's not the GBA, though. Right? I mean, we're all... No? You disagree?
No, I'm gonna give it to the Game Boy. I'll give it to
GBA?
Yeah. I definitely like the Dreamcast one though.
Me too.
Makes me tired.
All right, we got the Mac sound.
They're the worst.
Have they changed
A
this at all
classic.
in like
Yes.
last like 15 years?
Very slightly, but yes.
Okay.
We got that versus the DS.
Ooh, shoot. That might be a little tricky for me at least. I'm a little biased on the DS, but like, geez. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I'm gonna go DS on that one.
Yeah, it's DS.
Yeah, as soon as I heard it.
The Mac one is it's just the most generic good startup noise.
It's classic noise.
We got Xbox One versus Xbox 360. That's actually a really interesting matchup. Xbox One versus Xbox 360.
Ooh.
You know what? This is like kind of a crazy thing to say. Like in retrospect, I think the Xbox One might have had a better lineup. I'd have to sit on that one
Of
and think about
games?
it. Maybe. I'd have to sit
I
on
think
it.
it just barely gets by.
Because I mean, the 360 had some pretty bad. Like GTA 5 was on 360 technically, but like
That's really good.
I don't know if you're getting like the fidelity out of the. I think of it more as an Xbox One game because you're not getting fidelity out of it, dude.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna go 360 on this one.
I am with you.
I'm like so.
The one is
I'm like
better than I thought. But
And look at the UI.
God, I hated that UI
Yeah, that
so
UI
much.
is
so like bizarre.
Where's
Yeah.
you know what they're missing? They're missing the stupid little advertisements for like some stupid TV show that's on Hulu.
yeah,
I'm getting mad.
Yeah,
Oh, this was like the
terrible
downfall.
UI.
This was like the beginning of the end. Hey,
All
look
right.
at this game that you don't own. Would you like to buy it?
We're going 360 there.
I hated it.
It's close.
Oh,
but
I
it's
hated
360.
it.
Yeah.
God,
I'd
the
have to go
Xbox One was so
360.
terrible.
I don't think one beats that.
And you know what? While I'm at it, bring back silly avatars, dude. Bring back silly avatars. What do you mean? I
Yeah.
can't
What
make a
happened to
silly
the
avatar?
Mii's? What happened to the avatars? The avatars are
Yeah,
cake.
dude. Like,
Avatars
I
are
want to make a
awesome.
silly little avatar.
I don't know why we just completely dropped the Mii's. Like, I mean, they
It's like-
haven't 100% dropped them, but like they're not.
It's like a
in
little
Mario
bit
Kart.
sickening. It's a little bit sickening
Why, like,
that my friends are just represented by like little profile pictures now. I feel like we're going back. We're going back.
yeah, I don't.
Bring back my cool little 3D animated avatar, dude. This is ridiculous.
Dude, Mii's were awesome.
Mii's were cool. The Xbox ones were cool.
The Xbox ones were cool. They were slept on a little bit, but they. I mean, when you're next to the Mii's,
All right,
This is
give
this
it
is
to
a
me,
really
Brian.
good top 8 we have
Give it to
going
me.
right now. We got GameCube versus PS2.
Oof,
That's a tough one.
tricky one. I almost want to do that one like last in the lineup.
We could go bottom to top if you want for this round.
Okay.
We could start DS versus Xbox 360.
Ooh, that's another tough one.
It is.
Ooh.
They're all going to be
See, I
tough
don't-
now.
So what's in the middle?
No, we're doing DS 360.
We're doing that one. Oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah, I mean, that's gas, dude.
It's so good.
That's rocket fuel, man.
And then it's 360. You know how satisfying that part is?
I gotta go 360 on this.
Same. I gotta go with 360 again. Xbox is winning me with the video.
You have 360 or DS?
I also do. I love the DS. Don't get
I
me
also
wrong.
do, but I was.
Yeah.
Do we have time to watch the new Mr. Beast video too?
Yeah, you got
You
it.
really have. I thought you were voting DS.
I gotta go 360.
No, we gotta go
on that
360
one.
there.
Wow.
It's a classic.
I also
one,
have 360, but like, dang.
Man. All right, we got the Wii versus the Game Boy
it is-
Advance. Crazy Nintendo matchup there.
Ooh, I already have my pick.
Yeah, me too. But this is like picking your favorite kid, man. This sucks.
Yeah. Really good.
Saw a
then
video
we
in the
got-
recommended of that video that I will definitely be watching later.
I feel like I gotta go Wii.
Yeah,
I'm going GBA.
I'm going weird.
You're going Wii.
unfortunately.
That's fair.
It's
I
a close
get it.
one. It's a close one.
The GBA was like that was my like 4th grade to 6th grade. Like every day I came home, I booted
Oh,
up
yeah.
Pokemon Sapphire. Like
Dude, that was the only system that I had when I was a kid. So that was like the only one I played on. That and the
On
Wii, but I wasn't really
Alright.
allowed to play on the Wii.
we got the Windows matchup. We got 95 versus XP.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one for me because I don't have nostalgia for XP.
We
So
got
I'm just
95.
going purely on vibes here.
Yeah.
I love that. I wish they would bring this one back. That's so great.
So awesome.
So great.
I just
got
love
that.
the entire vibe
And
of
we're
it.
going to visit Robert again.
It's just a really nice sound. And then there's Robert and his fake hill.
You've been
It's 95.
deceived.
It's 95.
I gotta go with 95.
It's 95.
Look, you can even see. You can see like the.
Yeah, you're right. You can.
They lied. They lied.
You could see where it was tilled.
Yeah, it's 95.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
I wish
Alright.
it was a hill.
And we're back to it. GameCube, PS2. GameCube. I won't play all three. We'll just stick with
Yeah.
that one for now.
You gotta consider the OG one mostly. Oh boy. This is a tricky one. I'm going with PlayStation 2.
What are you going with?
Dude, I love the PS2, man.
You know what?
I love
Before we started
PS2.
this round, I thought I was going to go GameCube. We listened to the GameCube one. I'm like, obviously, I'm going GameCube. As soon as the PS2 one started, I was like, that's better. It's better.
It's just like that spacey, like
So
Yeah.
cool. There's the blocks,
sick,
the
man.
lights, the
so.
That's
then
the video also
sound-
helps put it over the, top.
sound is just not to
For
mention
what it's worth, I think the GameCube logo is like, if that was part of it, would probably set me over.
Yeah.
GameCube logo is just so well designed.
Yes.
It's like maybe
Yeah,
the
it
best
is.
logo in all of video games.
Probably, yeah.
It's just so intelligent.
Next to the N64.
I was going to say the 2 console run of N64 into GameCube. Amazing logos.
Yeah, and they also like build on each other, like, because it's like, man, you got like the 64 and
Yeah.
like the Cube, man.
All right.
So sick. So fresh.
PS2 versus Windows 95. Let's hear the PS2 again. Wait for it. All right, and then we got Windows 95.
I feel like we're tending towards a very particular aesthetic and type of sound. Oh man, that's a coin flip for me, dude. Honestly,
I'm gonna
Jake.
say, can you play both one more time?
Yep. PS2.
I feel like I'm betraying one or the other if I don't pick it.
And then
oh, they're both so good. Oh no. All right, I'm gonna let you guys pick first.
I thought I was going PS2. PS2, it's almost like when a band releases an album and you're like, this is so good. But I don't like that it's more polished. I liked the a little bit more raw earlier one. That's what I feel about the Windows 95.
I was going to say, the Windows 95 is like the pre-evolution to what the PlayStation 2 is. PlayStation 2 is like the Windows 95 aesthetic, but transformed heavily.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why it's so... see why we're having a hard time with this? Yeah. It's because it's like...
You're going PS2?
I'm going with... Oh my god, this is so hard.
I'm going Windows 95.
I already had a decision in the back of my head. I'm going with Windows.
Okay. So...
But it was not...
Your decision
I wasn't going to make a decision. I was going to toss a coin. So.
All right. So we got Windows 95.
Better.
And it's a very hard one.
Wow. Yeah, that's a tough one.
We got the Wii and the X. We are except for Windows 95, we're in like one era. I guess the Wii is technically like
spacey.
The next gen.
These are all like spacey.
All right, we got Wii and Wii and Xbox 360.
This is a little tricky. It might be easier when we listen to it though.
That's so good. It's the thing with this one is technically at the end you're getting into menu music, but that startup sound transitions into the menu music so perfectly that it's like it like gets you into.
I guess my one beef that I will settle right now is that I don't really care for the opening cinematic, I guess you could call it, where it just scrolls back and forth between black and white TVs. I don't really care for that. Wii? Yeah. Don't really care for it. Doesn't really do anything for me.
Let me hold on.
Oh, it didn't even do it.
Yeah, I was gonna say
it used to do that. It used to like scroll back and forth. Unless I'm getting like totally Mandela'd right now.
Yo, you might be getting Mandela'd.
Is that not a thing?
That's the one we just watched, I think, right?
Maybe because it's a homebrew, it's not there.
That's the same one we just watched.
This is the one we just watched?
Yeah, because it's the same guy.
Oh, okay.
I feel like maybe because it's a homebrew, it's not proper. It's not correct.
Maybe. Very rarely.
Am I getting like totally Mandela'd here?
I think you're getting Mandela'd.
I think it's only when you go back to the menu from like when you go to the home menu from a game. Like if you close a game and you go to the Wii menu.
Gotcha.
Then because it definitely, I can picture it in my mind.
Oh my god, look at it in its glory.
I don't think that one had a homebrew.
That did not have a homebrew.
I think it's when you hit the go home. Like when you're playing a game.
All right, so your one gripe is not actually a real gripe.
Yeah, that's not an intro. Yeah.
And then we got that versus Xbox 360.
I know.
They're both so
I have
good.
My vote.
Where are you going?
Wii.
Spencer?
I'm probably gonna go 360.
Ooh. I have to make the decision, huh?
There it is. Okay, I wasn't making it up. I knew that was a thing that happened. It's when you go to the Wii menu. That. I thought that was like an intro thing.
Gotcha.
It's not an intro thing.
You don't like that? Doesn't really.
No, I hate it actually.
Oh,
I don't know what it is. It bothers me. It annoys me.
Oh.
It's just so hard.
Thankfully, that's not a part of the startup. I mean, technically, you could count it because. Yeah, I gotta go Wii.
I gotta hear it one more time. So I think the Wii is a better sound, but if we're including video, the Wii has no startup video. The Xbox has the cool thing, but the Wii also just gets you right to the menu. It's like, you want to start playing? You don't have to watch any video.
Yeah.
Open that game up. Go open up Mario Galaxy and hear more great music.
Yeah.
Go into the Wii shop, hear more amazing music. I think I'm going Wii. I gotta go Wii. I gotta be true to myself. The middle
Is this
school
true?
nostalgia hits hard.
Was
but-
there a blue Xbox 360 startup?
Yeah.
What?
I
For
did not
what?
know about this.
There was a blue Xbox 360.
How?
They made one.
No, like the startup screen.
Yeah, the blue Xbox 360 had a blue startup screen.
That is actually really cool.
How much is this blue Xbox 360? It's blue. Blue edition? They just made it blue?
Literally, yeah.
What does it look like?
That is so fresh. That is like the coolest
looks
thing
so
I've ever
fresh.
Wow,
seen.
that's so much better. That's
They should have made a new
stupid.
color every iteration. That's unreal.
I would pick that one.
That's unreal.
I would
I
pick
would've
that one
picked
because
that
blue is
one.
my favorite
The
color.
blue is so
Can we see what it
fresh,
looks like? I actually
dude.
just want to see what the blue Xbox looks like. I've never seen this blue Xbox.
It's literally just a blue Xbox 360.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
That is like the most fresh thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Blue. Oh my
Yeah, you can get it for $400.
Yes.
That is so unbelievably
Yes.
fresh. Why didn't they just make a new? Why didn't they just name the console's colors?
Blue
Oh, what you got?
Xbox.
Oh, I got the Xbox Blue. And that's how you know, like,
a Pokemon edition.
yeah, that's how you
Blue
know, like, which
Xbox.
one you
All right.
have.
It is 7 o'clock, and we have our final matchup. We have Windows 95 versus the Nintendo Wii.
I already know which one I'm going for. I don't even need to hear 'em.
We got Windows 95.
It's Windows 95 versus Wii. Good for the Wii for getting so far. I have bad news for it though.
Yeah, I gotta go 95 on this one,
Man.
dude.
It was very quick
We
and
got the
hasty,
Wii.
but I'm going with 95. There's just
You haven't even heard the Wii again yet, all right?
Oh, it's so good.
No, I gotta go 95.
It's so good. It's so good. I'm voting for 95 though.
Gotta go 95.
Cause look at the screen too. Is this like what you see? You see this? This is awesome.
Yeah, it's. I just wanted to give you both a chance to hear them both again. It's Windows 95.
How was this allowed?
Yeah, I'm going 95.
So good.
Banger,
Windows 95.
banger of a starter. All right, well,
How
ladies
was
and
this
gentlemen,
allowed?
there you have it. Your winner is the great
Spencer,
Windows 95.
great idea. It was a fantastic idea.
That was a lot of
for
fun.
a-
That was
for a
actually
bracket.
way harder than I thought it
That
was
was
going to be.
hard because we made it hard.
And it was nice
And that's the
getting
best
to
part.
you got to take a little dip into nostalgia a little bit. I actually completely forgot what the Nintendo 3DS menu sounded like.
It was, yeah. Because it's so. I mean, it's been so many years.
It's such a blast
So
from the
long.
past, and
yeah,
oh my
it's
God,
right in the
it's-
nostalgia.
It really does. That was really something, man.
That was a really
I
fun
just want
really
to do
video.
something
one.
special.
I want to size this up and do one more quick, just like rundown of our decisions.
Xbox, the original Xbox also had a really good one. I forgot how good that one was.
That was sick. I never owned one of those. I never
Shout
played on
out.
it. I've never seen one in real life. So it's kind of a lost console for me. All right, that's very cool.
All right, so
Here we are.
we had GameCube beating PS5. PS5's cool, you know. It was never touching GameCube. PS3, I didn't think I was gonna love it as much as I did. That one's the orchestra
Kind of got a bad.
swell is amazing.
It got a bad
It did,
matchup.
it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably would have went further.
Okay, it did, but like the other side of the bracket, you have PlayStation 2 here.
Pretty
which
much
beating
cornered.
PS2. Like it's OG Xbox, I think, actually got a word. OG Xbox barely made it out of round one against PlayStation 1, and then had to go against PlayStation 2 in round 2. Like,
Yeah.
that one had a rough
PlayStation
bracket.
1, I think, kind of got ruined there.
For sure. PlayStation 1 deserved more love. I think that one's great, but OG Xbox Video is just incredible. The Game Boy / Game Boy Color is a classic little two-note thing, but it wasn't touching
No, it's
PlayStation
nothing
2.
special.
I honestly don't think it was making it out of the first round in most cases.
Nothing special.
The Sega CD one was super sick, actually.
Yeah.
And the fact that we had a discussion with Sega CD and Windows 95, I think should speak to how good it is. Because, like, we were talking about that.
Oh, dude, it was a
about
banger.
Sega CD
That
winning.
was sick.
But yeah, Windows 95 had to go. Windows 95 over. This was another one where we were like, is it 95 or 10? So that speaks to how
10 is a great one.
10's so clean. 10's the
great.
cleanest one on the bracket. Like it's clean. It's not the best, but it's the cleanest. PSP, love it.
I think Windows 8 might be Windows 8 and Game Gear and Game Boy are like in competition for the worst.
Oh,
ones
for
on
sure.
here.
Yeah. No, Windows 8 was not making it far. PSP was really good.
Could argue the Switch.
Yeah.
Switch wasn't good. I mean, yeah, the clicking is nice, but like that's
Yeah.
No color
PS4,
or anything.
I think got a bum round one matchup because it could have won one or two matchups, but it wasn't beating Windows XP. Windows Vista, good. It wasn't touching the
Yeah, not
Wii.
beating
Yeah.
I don't think Windows Vista was making it out of like round two anyway. 3DS cleaned the Switch. The Switch is nothing special.
I love the 3DS. Oh my god.
GBA is fantastic. It was never going to win the whole thing, but I do love GBA. Dreamcast was really cool. I think one of the ones I have more of an appreciation for now after the bracket. The Wii U it's fine. It's just a worse version of the Wii one. The Mac sound is just it's a classic. It was never going to win the bracket, but it is a classic. Game Gear is trash. Really funny though, but trash. The N64 one was really cool, but it's very like it's kind of the same argument with like the Sega CD one, where like it's music that plays while it's waiting for you to put a disc in.
Yeah, I
It's
hesitate
not
to
technically a startup.
Even give it a point.
Yeah. DS is goated.
what does DS stand for?
Dual
Dual
screen.
screen.
Duh. What about DSi?
Internet.
Oh, is that what it stands for? Didn't know that. Okay.
Makes
I think. Because that one did have internet connectivity. That's what the third light
when they
was.
started.
You had DS download play on,
doing
which I
DS
guess is an internet.
DS.
Though,
It
not
was
a
yeah, it was
wireless
just
connection.
yeah. But the DSi was the first one that had like you remember it had the three lights and
What
the
was
third
it,
one was
DSi?
Yeah, you're right,
WPA
you're right.
too.
It had a blue light
Yeah,
that would
so-
indicate if, yeah.
What was it? DSi where? What was the? You could download games. You could buy them.
DS download play.
Yeah, that was the thing.
Okay, PS Vita was a literal single piano note that was never going anywhere. Xbox One is, we all know it more as a marketing jingle than the actual boot up for the console. And Sega Saturn was cool, but it wasn't touching 360. PS3 got a bum rap against GameCube because GameCube was obviously beating it. Same thing with OG Xbox. It was really good, but it wasn't touching PS2. Windows 95 over Sega CD. Sega CD is barely startup music, even though the sound is cool. Windows 95 is the GOAT. Honestly, I think in retrospect, I might have picked PSP over Windows XP. The PSP one's really cool. Windows XP is classic, but I don't like it more than the PSP, I think. Wii over 3DS had to. 3DS is cool. It's just not the Wii. GBA over Dreamcast is the right call. DS over Mac is the right call. 360 over Xbox One. Those are close, but 360
close
has the
matchup.
nostalgia factor, which is, I think, also why it beat the DS. Like, DS has that nostalgia factor, but Xbox has that, like, I'm a real gamer now because I play Xbox 360 that you had when you were, like, a kid. Wii and GBA was, for me, a toss-up, but I get why you guys went Wii. Makes sense to me. Windows 95 is definitely better than XP. PS2 and GameCube was probably the toughest matchup to pick for me. But I think we all went PS2, right? I don't think anyone ended up saying
Yeah.
GameCube. Yeah. Yeah, PS2. Windows 95 over PS2 is close, but makes sense. Wii over Xbox 360. That's another close one. I think this is a good bracket. I
Honestly,
think we
the
did a
last-
really good job.
The top three are like, or the top four, I guess, are just
The top 8, I think,
It's
we
really
have
just
a
a
really
toss-up
solid
for
top
me.
8.
yeah.
yeah.
The seating was random, so
Yeah, for random seating, I think it was, yeah. All right, well, we have one more stream next week.
All right, be here for it.
Be here
Please.
for it. Maybe we're debating OSTs, maybe we're not. We'll
We're doing
find out.
something.
Then.
We'll do something fun.
Yeah,
It'll be fun. Aiden will come back,
but
maybe.
yeah. Thanks.
All
Bye.
right, thanks for being here.
Bye.